Hello, hello, welcome everybody. Diddy, hello, good morning. Hope you're doing okay or well. Oh, hope you're doing better than okay. Hope you're doing well. Todis, I love the fact that you chose third, even though you are the second person here. I don't know. You just want to be third. I don't get it, but hello, and yeah, me Tina. Thank you, Wi-Fi. Did I watch the Lapras? I did. I mean, I didn't watch like all of it. I watched about half of it. It's only a short video anyway. But I was just like, okay, this is a bit weird. It was interesting. I've yet to experiment that much in Tears of the Kingdom with regards to building. I guess I'm sort of when I do play it, I'm sort of pushing shrines and stuff, just trying to sort of get a bit ahead. I'll sort of maybe muck around a bit more a bit later when I have some. I don't know. At the moment, I feel like there's so much to explore that I'm just really struggling to sort of keep on top of it, so to speak. No pun intended. At least it means on that thing where Dragon Park, the auto build must have been so expensive. Dragon Park. Oh god, I hadn't even really thought about the actual parts involved. I mean, the only bit I looked at really, because obviously he's got the driving stick and so on. The what was the head? The fact that it moved with it, that was interesting. But I was just like, this is weird. But I was sort of a bit hesitant because I was like, oh, there might be parts here I haven't I've still got a lot of the map to explore. There's certain areas I haven't seen and things like that. Spending time Korok yeeting, fair enough. God, yeah. That I have to admit, I think that's so far that's one thing I'm not happy about is the fact that is the like the Koroks who just sort of sit there, because previously when you didn't like, if you weren't fussed about Koroks, you just find them as you were going. You know, you go, oh look, I picked up a rock and here's a Korok. That's fine. But when they're actually on the map and they're standing there going, I need help, I feel sort of, I feel like I have to help them just to clear them up, get them out the way, you know? Why is my microphone so loud? Apologies if it's getting a bit too loud. It shouldn't be that loud. But, yeah, it's not the end of the world, because you can just ignore them. But it does kind of bug me a little bit. Azimuth, hello, welcome. Hope you're doing okay today. I hope you're doing well. We obviously haven't started yet. I've only just turned it on. But see, has had a frost emitter. See, I haven't even seen a frost emitter. I've seen obviously fire, and there's a beam emitter, but I've never seen a frost emitter. So there's still so much of the place to explore, and sort of little things I'm picking up here and there. It had an ice beam attack. That is good though. I mean, I have to give it to them to their dedication to the theme there. I slap a marker on them and move on. That's the thing. I know I'm going to end up putting down a marker and having to come back to it. So I'm just like, oh, fine, I'll do it while I'm here. You know, it's a bit like it's a bit like washing up. Just you're going to do it later, so just do it as you go, I guess. Not that doesn't mean some gets ignored. If it's down the hill, I help. That's fair. Yeah. See, I mean, that's not too bad, is it? You know. Thank you for the look. Yeah. Oh, anyway, we are back to Syberia today. We left off last week with we had a bird we were trying to get the egg from. Let's cut back to the game here. Oh, of course, I clicked in game before I changed my options. Here we are. There we go. Keep forgetting that it won't do that. Oh, that's a bit strange. Bear with me 1 second. Huh. It's a little scrunched. Hang on, where are we? Bear with me 1 second. Let's make that, what, 425? Yeah, that'll do. We'll drag that. Would 450 do? Sorry, you can hear all the noise going on. 450. That's a bit better. We'll just drag that sideways. There we go. I don't want sort of a tall column of chat. That's a bit weird in that regard. Yeah. Okay, right. That's a bit better. Right. Sorry about that, everyone. Right, there we go. Seen one video where someone collected enough of them to make a seal of them around 2 big wheels. Sheer effort. Thought it was a radio game for a minute. Yeah, sorry. Oh, hang on. You know, and we'll get this noise out of the way. Oh, hang on. 130. Oh, it'll be just the most recent one. There we go. Let me know how the sound is if anything's a bit off. It all gets fluctuated all over the place on my setup. Seen a video where someone collected enough of them to make a seal of them around 2 big wheels. Are we talking about Koroks? And what do you mean by a seal of them around 2 big wheels? So they have like, so it looks like a, yes we are. Is this a Mammoth Guy game? It is, yes. Yeah, we haven't fluctuated that much. Not happy about being the wheel. Right, okay, so is this a bit like a, I guess like you would say like an Oreo? They've got like, you've got like, essentially you've got 2 wheels wedged either side of a seal of Koroks. That's sort of what I'm imagining with that description. No, damn it, okay. It's nearly there. Wow. I love the fact that chat no longer gives you... What? Hang on, I'm sorry. But I'm going to have a look at what is going on with this chat. What has happened here? Is that what's happened? I wasn't asking you, thank you. There we go. Oh my god, that's why it looks such a mess. Sorry, it had a button clicked it didn't need to have clicked. There we go. I was wondering if just giving like a single part of the name and then not doing anything else. Right, okay, we're back to it, sorry. Around the edge of both wheels so that the wheel doesn't touch the ground, but the Korok... Oh no! Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, you're right, that's an insane amount of effort because although there's quite a few of them around, they're not that close together. Around 2 wheels as well. Oh my god. Oy. That's just cruel though. I feel bad enough just dropping them occasionally. I accidentally sent one down a river by... thankfully it sort of kind of respawned when it got swept away. I sent another one off on a minecart. I didn't mean to do that, but the rocket kept going and I didn't. Just see this little speech bubble disappearing into the distance. That was quite funny. Gone around the partially covered wheels. Yeah, exactly. And that, yeah. Anyway, right. Sorry, everybody. Right. Okay. We are back. Right. People may not remember. Just in case you don't, we are looking to. Right. Oh god. There's a whole system in place. The next stage we have to do is fix this bandstand, for which we need an egg. Escape school, close enough. Right, so to get the egg, we have to go up to the mechanical bird in the top of the aviary place. Raise the water for the barge to move the train. Yes, that's a fraction later. I don't know how we're doing that just yet. But first of all, we need to fix the bandstand so they'll give us money. That's it. And then the money we get to pay the barge, and then we, to wind it up, to go to the mammoth guy. Exactly. So, yeah, so the barge will then move the train nearer to the winding mechanism so the train can move. Exactly, yeah. I remember last week, just after we finished up, I was like, oh, God, I don't know what's going to happen, so I'll just screw it. I'll just find out what's happening. So I looked at the hint system, and it was like, the next thing you need to do is apparently this professor's, like, his oh, Jesus, what do they call it? Where laboratory. A laboratory. Where he makes all his wine. Oh, thank you very much, Dee. Is no, not there we go.
Do excuse me, Professor. Professor, sorry to disturb you again.
Oh, thank you.
What is it you want to know, miss?
Apparently his laboratory is available. That's what's behind the door that's locked behind camera at the moment. So we need to speak to him and get into there, and then all will be revealed, apparently. Oh, hydrate, sorry. Thank you very much. Yum, yum, yum. Right. I can't... Well, I don't know if it told me what I need to talk about, so we'll just go through the options until it tells us. Oh, maybe the bird?
My train stopped in a peculiar aviary. It's very odd. A lot of bird species seem to seek harbor there.
Ornithology is far from being my favorite subject, but I must concede that the station is the pride of the university. It was initially intended for teaching purposes, but then birds started arriving from all around the world.
Have we heard this? I can't
Seems
remember.
that there are still rare species breeding there and flourishing.
Are there?
Right, yes,
The
he talks about
Amazon?
the Amazon.
Thank you very much.
Money.
Professor,
My dear.
sorry.
However, if we look at the...
Reward for... Yeah, right, okay. Mission.
Please do excuse my persistence, Professor. But did Hans Vorarlberg ever talk about his childhood? About
More
Valadilene?
food court, yeah, exactly.
And his pity.
When I think of Hans, I'm always...
Right, okay, not that. Train?
Arriving in Barrackstadt is an amazing...
you came by train?
Yes, in a kind of...
You mean you drive a train?
Oh, no.
A clockwork train?
Yes.
We have been through all of these. Help?
What would you say about seeing Hans Vorarlberg again?
Come
Young
with
lady,
me.
you are...
To tell you the truth, I don't know very much about mammoths, and...
It's all right. Nobody is perfect. All the same, the study of the Pleistocene period is fascinating.
I always read that as Plasticine
I'm sure
period.
it is. But I'm sorry to say my current mission is totally monopolizing my time. Another time, maybe.
Ah, that's what they all say. But anyway, let me present myself. I am Cornelius Ponce, Emeritus Professor and Lecturer at the University of Barrackstadt.
Don't we all,
Totus?
Totus?
I'm head of the Department of Paleozoology at our university.
Kate Walker. Pleased to meet you.
A really odd time to be introducing ourselves. We probably should have started there in the first place. All the money comes... Yes, exactly. So fixing the bandstand, the mechanical bandstand out front, is what's going to get them to give us some money. Because they're like, hey, do a job for us, we'll give you money. That's the job they've given us. Now, apparently...
I'll leave you in peace. I hope...
Sorry?
Whatever. Maybe if we... Oh... Talk about a specific thing? No, we can't use that on him. Maybe if we just turn around, look at the door, and he'll be like, oh, you can't go that way, or something. This is definitely the door we're meant to go through. Prefer booby birds.
No point. It's locked.
They're adorable feet. That's fair. Oh, it's a hook. I just looked at this and I thought, why is our first box a question mark? I forgot about that. They do. I always thought... It's very weird. Sort of surprisingly bright colouring for feet, isn't it? It's followed by the odd manic era. Yeah, they do, exactly. Very buildy time, it all turns around. Yeah. Oh, no. Well, that's where mud comes from. It's all plasticine to start with. Right, no. Okay, so it's none of that. How the hell do we... It literally, like the hint system would literally said, talk to this man, he'll reveal your Hang on, did we talk about all the things?
Do
And poison
excuse
this
me,
off.
Professor.
That's fair, yeah.
Professor,
Yes.
What is it?
Okay, so we introduced ourselves, we asked about the mission, asked for help. We didn't ask about Hans, but I'm pretty sure we'd done that before, and all he says is, oh yes, I used to know him. Train, bird, money.
I'll leave you in.
Sorry?
Okay. Maybe... There was also something about the... I'm going to try putting the feet in my mouth. Just in case, yeah. I mean, I'm certainly feel warned off it now. There was also the fact that we are expecting a key from the barge people. They have the key. Now, it turns out, right, when I was skipping dialogue before, I was accidentally quitting out of it. It's not that they have anything more... They don't have anything more to tell us, that I was just quitting the dialogue. What about the perv outside? I don't know as if he can help. I'm kind of concerned about asking again just in case. But we can grab him on the way past again if needs be. But I'm going to talk to these bargey people. Oh, I could have done this from outside, actually, because I forget this is an exit. We were just outside in the first place. But he put... yeah. Absolutely. Abso-bloody-lutely. Right. So let's talk to these people again. I'm in a weird mood, that's fine. I hadn't noticed, to be honest. Oh. Run and talk, woman.
Hey there, on the boat.
Guten Tag, schöne Mademoiselle.
My husband say, hello, young lady. You want to talk to us?
Hello. Do they know anything
Have
about
you
the
gone
thing?
down to take a look around the station yet? It's amazing.
Mais tu morgue?
We no leave boat.
Husband Lansing, okay, but they don't care about that.
I have a little problem with my
Lock closed. Barge blocked.
But if the locks were open,
Por que no?
Da is possible.
you could give money, yeah, okay.
I have a little problem.
Lock
Oh,
But
did
if
I
the-
just...
Por que no?
Da
Same
is-
thing. Okay, sorry. What? Which one did I
I
choose?
just met with the university rectors, and they
me
ordered
try
me
and
to
look at
remove
that.
my
We know nothing of
Your generosity.
Warms my heart, train.
I hope my train is.
Tis okay.
my husband say.
I mean, we're not exactly very far from the winding machine, are we? It's dumb, isn't it? All this effort to go a few yards.
Put train in barge? Nah, not possible.
Wasn't what we had in mind.
It's not very polite of you to take advantage.
Father, a los...
Excuse me?
My husband say need money for leave. $100 not lot for fancy lady like you.
How would you know a fancy lady like me, really?
Hang on, I feel like we've done all these yet. Hang on, 1 second. Where are we? Brogstad. I'm going to have to look up the thing I looked up before to try and save time. Move. How can I move the train to the winding machine? Help with the station master. Choose help from the dialogue. Get the money. That's fine. Yeah. So bear with me 1 second. Handstands, wheel balance. Object is an egg. We know it's an egg. We know what egg we're looking for. We need an object to pick up the egg because she won't reach forward. Ask the station master about birds. He flies around on the whales. On the whales? I meant rails. How do you fix the pavilion? That's the pavilion? Do you mean like that's the bandstand? The hook. See, that's the thing. We have the hook. I think the hook is for the barge. I think that's going to help tow us. How can I reach the egg? So this is the hint we get. Some kind of tool to grab it. Yes, we do that. Have you seen anything lying around the university? No. In the laboratory. Where is the laboratory? Well, no, I don't need that one because I know where it is. It's next to the professor. That's the door that's locked. How do I get in? Need to make Professor Pons open the door. Okay. Have you covered all the topics you talked to him, including Hans? He didn't seem to believe your story, so show him some proof. He wants the mammoth doll? Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'll leave you to it. I won't disturb you again.
Do svidania.
Okay, so apparently we go and pick up the mammoth doll. That thing we didn't pick up before because it was like, no, that's perfectly fine where it is. And you know what? When we were looking at the topics, I was like, no, we've already spoken about Hans. I don't think that has helped at all. So perhaps if I'd listened to that, it would have reminded me of what he needed. Okay. I mean, ultimately, this all comes down to my fault because I haven't worked it out. By German, Russian dude. Yeah, exactly. Oh, sorry, yes, sorry, I did read this, Dee Dee, but I was, they were talking, so I didn't talk over it. What is going through her head? Should have just ripped off that letter and said, just like, yeah, exactly. Just doesn't matter. Screw it. Yep, it's all signed. Bye. I mean, to be fair, this is dedication to her work. Gee. That way. I mean, she's willing to go. I mean, this isn't even a crazy adventure. This is just insane. We have no idea where this is going to lead us, how we're going to get back, what might, ultimately await us in the long run, because it could be really dangerous. And this train could have somehow blown up on track for all we know. Have you seen the beehive and magic rod items in... Beehive and magic rod items? Right, I've seen... just like in Breath of the Wild, I've seen beehives. Excuse me, where, hanging from trees, and you... Well, I guess it's not a hive. Yeah, it is a hive, I guess. But yeah, you shoot it down and the bees will fly you. But you can, hit them a couple of times, they'll all disperse. So I've seen them. And the magic rod items, are you talking about when you add a stone to them, it turns them into the magic rod? Because we don't have, like, fire rods anymore. You just have a ruby on a rod and it generates fire for some reason. Is that what we're talking about? Because I have seen those two things. Right. So I'm so glad she'll pick this up now. We'll just keep going. Don't mind us. Oh, I guess at least the train won't leave without us now. Rods that are specifically designed to enhance the powers of gems. Oh! Do you know what? I've seen one. It looks like it's sort of like they're pale. One looks like it's got like a flower on top, or like a flower stem. And I've yet to actually use them because I've only ever encountered one, and I was like, maybe I don't want to waste it, so I haven't put a stone on it yet. I don't know what to do with it until I really need it. To be fair, at the moment, I'm not running out of weapons. If anything, I'm trying to avoid breaking all my good weapons. Yes, though, you can fuse a beehive to it and then swing it to summon bees. Nice. Backwards, really? Yes. Hey, what do you mean backwards? As in we are progressing backwards. We have to, covered in bees! Yeah, exactly. We have to, take the mammoth, so it's not going to leave without us, like I said. Getting off the train. Yeah. Yep. Oh, wait, you mean she gets off the train backwards? Does she turn around? I'd never noticed that. I mean, it kind of makes sense. You've got to hold on to a ladder. Telling you decayed weapons, can you find you need to use it? Spawn the new decayed version. Wait, what? Totally use up decayed weapons you find because you need to use it till breaking to unlock it to spawn the new decayed version. I'm going to be completely honest, I don't think that makes much sense to me. I'm thinking, if I've got a decayed version, What's the point of breaking it just to spawn a new decayed version? Oh yeah, the stick. Yeah.
Do excuse me, Professor. Professor, sorry to disturb you again.
What is it you want to know, miss?
All right.
To tell you the truth, I'm looking for Mr. Hans Vorarlberg. He's the sole heir of a very unusual factory. My company is in charge of negotiations for the takeover of this factory.
It's hard to reach monsters.
At last word, he was living in Syberia. So, as soon as my train is ready, I'll be continuing my journey eastwards.
Siberia.
Oh, yeah, right. We have seen this because I mentioned about how Siberia has an I instead of
was
a
it
Y.
you said again?
Said what?
You mentioned a
Vorarlberg.
Okay, yes, we know this.
Hans Vorarlberg. How could I forget him?
Your Hans Vorarlberg said...
I'm
Sounds
not sure,
uncanny.
my dear. Hans was above all question.
Can you tell me a little bit more about him?
He was always a mystery.
A doll, you said?
Yes, he kept,
What do you mean?
to my knowledge.
Yes,
Have you
we have seen
considered
all
that
this.
Hans Vorarlberg was maybe
No, that's
Okay, so
I'll
we
leave
have
you
to
in
show him the
peace.
doll. Right, okay.
I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
Poke,
sorry.
poke.
No,
Yeah. So, doll.
Do excuse
Oh
me,
my
Professor.
god, we just had to show him the doll.
Professor,
Okay.
sorry to disturb... Professor,
get on with it.
I have brought you something that should be of interest to you. Look.
Back to look, thank you.
what have you got there then? Let's see.
Is it a pointed stick?
An effigy of a mammoth.
It can point.
This is Hans' doll, is it not? Oh, yes, of
It's like a
course.
lizard
it is.
tail to
How
one
on
of them.
earth did you? Oh my God!
That conjures up weird
it's in
images.
my hands. It exists. It really exists. Please do excuse me. I'm deeply moved.
You see? Your Hans and my Vorarlberg heir are one and the same.
Oh, it makes a
This
whip.
is
Sure.
incredible.
Okay, that makes sense.
After all these years, how can I ever thank you, my dear? Oh, I must waste no time. I'm off to my laboratory. I must
Right,
study
okay.
this carefully. May I borrow your treasure a moment?
Well, actually,
Don't worry, miss. I will take the greatest care of it. But I need to study it. You see, it has such importance to me that this very afternoon I shall deliver an impromptu lecture to my students about this very object. If you are interested in Hans Vorarlberg, then it is essential that you attend.
do you think so?
Obviously. Give me your telephone number and I will call you the moment my lecture begins. I will return you your doll at the end. You have my word.
Elemental whips. Interesting. Oh, now he just leaves the door open. Oh my god, okay. Whole new area. Oh, and she shut the door behind her? It's a bit weird. Oh my god, and there's... I keep forgetting it doesn't highlight stuff to look at, so let's just wander around, see if anything shows up. Ooh. Do you know what? This actually really... Smooth phone number, eh? This looks more like a museum than a university, although I have seen some parts of universities that seem rather museum-like. To my uneducated brain. Okay. Right, all right, okay. Other screen. Oh, apparently talking to the barge captain, he'll give you the key after the money. That's what I was getting confused with. So this has always been the next step. What's this hand here? What are we picking up here? Another interesting fuse, mostly pointers. The star
I don't need that for the
fragment in
time
fuse
being.
will launch a little ball of light that goes forward a bit, bounce off things, and then goes away. Oh, so it just... Oh, is that the doll? So we're leaving it with him. Okay. So it just essentially sparkles. It's just like... Bling, bling. There we go. That's back that way. Jesus Christ, the cat just jumped on the windowsill, scared the crap out of me. What the... Apparently there is a thing in here to pick up. Oh, it would be around... Tongs! Fuck, here we are. Don't know what that is, but I'll have it. Take it. Screw it. What is this? Yangala Cola Powder. Oh, I cannot look at this individual item. No, whatever. Alright. Go get us an egg. What can I'm in a screen, that's why. Right. Start running through the halls. And can do a little sparkler. Sparkling. If your link is sparkling, call a technician. God, so many people who, when they first saw because the trailer for Tears of the Kingdom came out so quick after Breath of the Wild. It was amazing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I could never have enough star pieces in Breath of the Wild. I was always looking out for them because they would always spawn so far away as well. I'd never get there on time. But yeah, the amount of people who saw the trailer and were like, "Oh my God, is this Linkle?" instead of Zelda because she changed her hairdo. And they were just like, "No, it's just." Wait, what did I just? Oh yeah, the tongs. Okay. Yeah, it's like no, it's just Zelda. Your little fan theory does not go any further today. If anyone is not aware, Linkle is like essentially a what's the word? Like a oh god, like a fan fiction character. Gender bent Link. That's it. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Other side. That's it. So yeah, I don't know why people would imagine that would be in a canon game, but you know, whatever. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Whatever raises your barge, and so on. Hair grows in people. I prefer it growing on, but you know, sure. I didn't know pixels bent. It's new lighting technology. Bending pixels. Actual character in Hyrule Warriors. Really? I mean, that would be crazy. But then Hyrule Warriors is hardly canon, but again, would be crazy. Right. Tongs. Egg. Go. Egg get. Yes, okay. Jesus, I'm so glad we came all the way up here for this. Ray tracing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it Bent Ray. You know, my character who thought she was the hero and needed to save the day. Really? I never played. I just never got round to Hyrule Warriors. To Google. Yeah, it just it's not ultimately my style of gameplay, and also it never came to like a to the fore as a necessary option. There was always another game sort of in the lead. To be honest, Jesus, thinking about it, I still haven't got Xenoblade 3 yet. Not that I finished 2, which I was playing before 1, which I have never started. So I'm still only like, halfway through 3 games. Or 1 game, or 3. It's crazy. Those games are huge though. I think I've been playing for about 80 hours, something like that. Just never... Linkle is playable warrior in Hyrule Warriors Legends, who transferred over to Hyrule Warriors as well. Wow, that's weird. That they would throw it in there. Interesting. Well, good to know. Right, round this side somewhere is... In the development of Hyrule Warriors, Linkle was originally designed as a female version of Link. That makes sense, yes. Here we are, egg. You. See, these puzzles go so amazingly well when you just get the order right. And you show mammoths to everybody. So it may be fan fiction. A little bit. Semi-canon. Ooh. That's a weird concept, isn't it? Semi-canon. Because where do you sit then? Oh, that's out the door. Okay. Down, I guess. Oh, that was a weird teleport backwards. Oh, not teleport even. It was just slide. What is this? That's a nothing, apparently, because she thought I was looking at the wall. Okay. Oh, it's just a lever here. Really? Is that it? It doesn't work because it was turned off? What are these bits here? Did something break off? Dalek. It does look like Dalek, yeah. You know, I found hilarious all the people bitching about when Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity would fit into the timeline. Yeah. Maybe we just haven't had separate timelines. Just exactly. We're doomed. Yeah. It just starts vaporizing everybody in the vicinity. Oh, please take out the nerd first. Pervy one, I mean, you know. Easy, okay. Oh, right, okay. Now the snowball is rolling. Now we go get the money. We pay the man. Attach the barge, move the train, wind it up, we leave. It's all so simple. I love the fact that she goes into such an immediate dash that she has to then skid to a halt about 3 feet away before she hits the stairs. Also, if you hit the stairs running, you can just jump up them, basically. 3 or 4 at a time. It's easy. I say, used to be easy. I'd imagine someone of her stature could probably do it. I don't think I could do stairs 2 at a time these days. Right. You old fogies, give me money. Nah. It's 2 stairs, love. Jump them.
Gentlemen, forgive me for disturbing you again, but I have a little problem.
It's not a problem.
A little problem. Everyone has little problems now, you know.
They are kept to oneself, and they don't stop the world from turning.
Nor trains from leaving stations.
Mm-hmm. Right, okay. Money.
Gentlemen, I have managed to repair your university bandstand.
The bandstand is playing again. This is marvelous news.
We are really very grateful indeed.
Yes, very grateful indeed. We will look back on your visit with much fondness in our hearts.
And now let us in turn honor our word. How much is it you need, miss?
$100, if it's not too much to ask.
We agree to grant you the aforementioned sum, miss. You may now leave with your train.
They give it to us in shekels. What's
And
going
while
on?
we're on the subject, when will you be leaving?
Yes, because now you should relocate your train as quickly as possible.
Yes, yes.
Here
all
we
right.
are, busy chatting, and look at the clock. It's
Already?
Tea time,
Thank
tea
you
time. Yes,
And
yes.
thank you, gentlemen.
I care not for your pointless chitter-chatter. I have a train to move. Age of Calamity is the time where Goddess has decided no Link deserves at least one timeline where he gets to be happy. Yeah. Another timeline to rip everything up over and over. Oh my god, it is. Bonk them with your bag of pennies. If I was going to bonk them, I wouldn't have done all that other work for money. Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry. Right. We're going to give this man in the barge the money, and his barge is going to sink a little bit slower, lower. Death claws loose this place as we leave. It's never too late for murder. True. Never too late, unless they're already dead, I guess. Right, so this way we can go a bit quicker. I love the idea. It's almost like we've got death claws in like Pokeballs. You just sort of throw them in like grenades and shut the door as you go. and carnage ensues. No, wait, hang on. We have to come back because we need them. We need the damn mammoth to get moving again for some reason. Right, money. I'll just give it straight to them. It's obviously what we're going to need. Run up, yeet the money at him, slam him in the face with it. Now move. Ooh, wait, can we pick that up?
There you go.
We're going to
Here's
need
your
rope,
money.
aren't we?
I've checked it. It's all there.
She didn't check it. Won't break a toy. Jesus. No reason.
Ah, thank you. Not difficult get dollar. See? You are a real businesswoman.
I'm not the only one around here.
We pleased to do deal with you. Now, you open lock or we no help you.
Why didn't you manage to open them? After all, you don't have to be a genius.
Vorbat pensiroso
Oh my God.
declina madam. No se sai mar alles non comprendo en allora kaput en andere bordel. Zirs var moi. On boom telefonieren kaput.
My husband say instructions complicated. No understand manual. My husband angry. Very angry. Oh, now telephone broke. Kaput.
Now that is annoying. What are you going to do next?
We wait repairman.
Well, I don't have the time to wait. I'll have to go have a look. There must be some way of releasing the opening mechanism.
Take key. Sailor always
exactly.
need key for lock.
Don't want to know where he was keeping that key when he had to reach down the back of his trousers to pick it up, but whatever. Just throw it on the floor.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks. Right, there we go. Apparently this rope isn't anything in particular, so I guess maybe they'll give us the rope. When we get nearby, maybe. Yep, no, okay. Right. But yeah, I mean, is it me or is he talking like 3 different languages? Because we have seen bits of, I'm sure there's Russian in there somewhere, although that doesn't translate easily in the, yeah, there's definitely Russian in there. German? I'm sure I'm hearing French and Italian in there at times as well. Just random words being thrown together, seemingly. Oh good, we get the damn violins in the background all the time now. Why would anyone want to reactivate that? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but it's mournful. It's a bit depressing. Ooh, oh god, this is our shitty boyfriend again. Been into the good stuff.
Hey,
Oh god.
how's my little baby girl? I was thinking about you only yesterday because I saw this fantastic fur coat.
Fur
You are
coat?
wrapping up warm, aren't you? I mean, people in foreign countries never know how to dress properly for the weather.
Fuck you, bitch.
Mom, it's so sweet of you to worry, but I'm fine, really. The trip's a breeze, no worries. I mean, there's...
Well, when are you coming back? Frank is dying to meet you.
Who's Frank?
Frank? Oh, yeah, your singer. You two seeing each other then?
Oh, you'll never guess the surprise he gave me yesterday.
I don't want to know.
No, I suppose I won't.
Frank invited me to a big charity show organized by, someone or another. Anyway, they got him singing a couple of old numbers from his repertoire, and in the end, he asked me to go up on stage with him. Can you imagine me, your mother, on stage in front of thousands of people?
Yes.
Wow, I would have loved to have been there. Not too emotional, I hope.
Oh, too emotional by far, especially as I hadn't even been to the hairdresser. Well, I didn't even have the proper dress on.
Why not?
But Frank promised me he'd see to that next time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's such a cutie, and he's got the sweetest little...
I'm sure he has, Mom.
It would be so
Okay.
good if you could join us one day. Let's see, when is his next gala? I'm so forgetful these days. I swear I'd lose my head if it weren't in the clouds. You just watch out, my girl. Them years will catch up with you much quicker than you think.
I'll look out for them, Ma.
Be sure to
Nice
get
to hear
married and
your
have your
voice.
children while you can.
Lots of love.
Well, to you
God's sakes.
too, my little munchkin.
Jesus. Is everyone around her just an incompetent idiot? I mean, right now, Oscar is looking like the most reasonable individual, and he's a pain. Trips of Breeze don't know what the... Yeah, exactly. Well, to be fair, I mean, it's been a comfortable journey. I mean, she hasn't eaten any dodgy food. Everyone's made sort of efforts to accommodate her where they can. She just has to put in the effort to get people moving, I guess. That's not what I wanted. This. I've got to zoom in first. There we are. Weird key. That's that. Okay.
The instructions are written in a language I don't recognize.
Oh, good. Dialogue notebook? Oh, that's that. Okay. Wait. I wonder if the station master knows anything about the locks. Frozen Hellhole because one lady sold her factory and then decided she could still give that factory away in her will. Yes. Yes, we are. Well, I guess the problem being that, in theory, it wasn't her factory to sell. So it just never happened. But you're like, ooh, I mean, why does she have to be dead for all this to happen? What exactly was going to be different if she'd done this maybe 5 years ago? She's, revealing the truth after she's dead just says to me that she can't cope with the truth. That's all that is. She was a coward.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
What can I do for you, miss?
Locks.
Can you explain to me how the locks in the canal work, please?
A lock, right, is a system of sealed gates. They're clever, right? They help boats overcome gradient problems in channeled water flows.
Yes.
They make this kind of boat staircase, see?
100%
You
coward.
know what I like? Sitting on the bank, watching the barges.
How do you do it? Exactly.
I'm sorry. I must have expressed myself badly. I need to know how the locks open and close to vary the water levels.
I'm not sure of the precise maneuver. Trains and barges, trains, now, those guys are very different fellows altogether.
I wonder if she will actually interact at all.
I won't disturb you any longer, Mr. Station Master.
Welcome to Barrockstown,
miss. Exactly. Yeah, if you're gonna have a burial for someone who isn't dead, you could just as easily cover up the death of someone who deserved it. So, this guy's a station master, but doesn't know anything about how the trains or barges work here. I thought he'd been here for a long time. I wonder if we can in any way work it out / brute force it, or if we have to be given the actual clue. The way it talks about it's in a language we don't recognise, I don't like that. 21. Interesting. So that's all clear. That's delete 1.
The instructions are written in a language.
Yes, I gather. Give it a kick. Exactly. Now, okay, this is what I'm confused about. The only things we seem to have to interact with are these... 12? Jesus, that took me too long to work out. These 12 buttons. And these 2 side plates.
The instruction.
Which she doesn't recognise the language on. So, no matter... Surely... This is what I'm thinking. Surely, no matter what anyone tells us how they work, the only thing we can do is type in numbers and delete them. Surely, that's all that is. I mean...
That looks broken.
The phone is broken. Okay, it's a problem. Contact the following number. We've already done that. 2766. I wrote this down as well. 6742, yeah. I click up here and she just turned to look at me. How is that useful? Okay. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Look around the front panel. Am I missing something here? Maybe you're right with the old kicking thing. No. Can I highlight something here? Can I? No. Oh. Maybe if I can get the right piece of paper, I can copy what's on here. Don't see how that's going to work. Oh wait, hang on. Does any of this translate? No. Okay. Priest's confession. Oh, dude, the library didn't have any books on other languages, did it? Read to me. The hook, bottle of wine. I've no. What is this? I mean. Okay, again, not helping. Right. Okay. So we can't in any way copy that to show it to someone, which means that in theory they would have to come here to read it. Now I'm thinking there's either going to be... Hang on. Okay. I'm going to ask the guy, because he seems to speak so many languages, if he understands what the panels mean. Like, if they know how they work. It's probably a no. It's probably too easy, you know, come back to these people. But since we're so relatively close to them, I'll ask them first. The only other option would be to find someone who speaks different languages in the university. Oh God, I hope the perv doesn't, like, he's not a linguist. He's got to be around for a reason, surely. Surely everyone is. No, then again, we had like the baker in the last place, who didn't actually do anything.
Hey there, on the boat.
Guten Tag, schöne Mademoiselle.
My husband say, hello, young lady. You want to talk to us?
Is it the locks that are stopping you from carrying on your journey?
Da, barge no pass. Lock closed.
Have you tried, like, just opening them?
Nah, not possible. Have try. Now system kaput.
Oh, dear. I am sorry about that. Looks like we're all being held prisoners in Barrackstadt then, in a way. Funny that, isn't it?
Is it? Okay.
I'll leave you to it.
Das Vidania. Exactly, right. He is a linguist, and a cunning one at that. Oh, I don't know, though. Is he? So this... Alright. So we'll go past the weirdo and ask him. Obviously, we can't get the robot out here. Even if he understands different languages, we can't... he won't leave, so he can't translate for us, because we can't take it to him to translate. So maybe there is a book we have to pick up to help translate. That's what I'm thinking. But then the only books we found were on mushrooms and the Amazon. Thank you, Dee Dee, for the hydrate. No, thank you. Very kind. I will ask him again, just as we're passing.
Hello.
Hey, baby, you party?
Just who do you think you are?
Hey, Spunky, I'd like to... Hey, don't play hard to get.
Listen, kid.
Nope, okay. He had nothing new. Okay, to the library. Let's see if we can find a book that is... Let's just do Barry. Yeah. Thing is, though, we didn't... Oh, at some point we're going to get a lecture, aren't we? But we don't even know what language it is. So it has to be like some kind of Rosetta Stone book. A multi-reference of some sort. Let's just ask around, I guess. Be right back. No problem. Thank you. You, since you're the only person I can speak to here,
Excuse me. Can I just...
No.
You could be a little...
Keep quiet.
And that's it. Okay, he doesn't care, right? Oh, wait, hang on. Are there books down here we can look at? No. Doesn't look like these shelves interact in any fashion. No, okay. I really wish there was one of those buttons where you press it and it highlights the interactive objects. Get those like we had in like Kathy Rain, things like that. They're so much more convenient. There's a ladder down there. I'm pretty sure I clicked up here, so I don't know what she's doing all the way down there. Okay. Trying to do the old Brave Star Eyes of a Hawk here. See what's going on. That's the door out. It's weird. I'd never even noticed one of these lights wasn't working until you pointed it out. And now I can't help but notice it isn't working in, and obviously in, none of the scenes. Oh, hang on. There's a person. Did we have a person before? What are you doing here? You better be working.
Hello.
Shh, don't talk so loud.
I'm sorry, but I was wondering if you could help me.
Can't you see I'm very busy?
Oh.
What are you looking for?
None of your business. Now, if you don't mind, I am trying to concentrate.
Okay.
I haven't got a lot of time left before Professor Pons's next tutorial.
Professor Pons, you say?
Would you mind working elsewhere, please?
Seriously? What was this whole
Hello.
interaction about?
Shh.
Can't you... What are you...
None.
Professor...
Would you...
Is he looking for a book on mushrooms? No. Okay, apparently not. God damn it. So we have a whole new interaction for nothing. Good lord. She won't run in the library. And this is back where we were. It must have been up that ladder that I got the book on mushrooms. But so then surely he's looking for that. Okay. Right, and I'm trying to think through the options here. Do you know what we didn't do? We didn't ask the station master for help. Maybe that would have been appropriate at that point. I don't want to speak to those men again at all. I sincerely hope we don't have to. Because maybe the station master understands the language and he is nearby, so maybe he could have gone to have a look at it. Talking to the barge owners. Oh, we can't go back in, can we? Oh, we can. Okay, good. It's just us that locked it. Sure. Let's see if he'll talk to us.
What is it you want to know, miss?
I'm under the impression that if I am to continue my journey, I'm going to have to open the locks on the canal.
You're probably right, my dear, so open the locks. Whether they are open or closed is none of my business.
Thank you. But, hang on. Oh.
What would you say about seeing Hans Varl...
No, okay. Ignore that then. So he doesn't know anything about the locks. Or how to open them. Sorry, I was looking at the hidden system because I was like, I I don't like in any way cheating,
I'll leave
but I
you in
really
peace.
don't want to
I
wander
hope
around
I
just
haven't disturbed.
Sorry?
asking these people continuously all the same crap. And I was like, this has got to be really sensible. And since she takes so long to get left to right, it's such a pain in the ass. And the hint here is we should do the same combination we did when we called for help. Because it looks like a phone keypad. When you call for help, you have to put in a combination of buttons. You know, it's like the phone tree. And apparently that's the solution. We're meant to just sort of guess that, I guess. Because that doesn't make any sense to me, because why would those buttons work? Surely if they do work, you could brute force it. So let's go back here. Let's give it another call, see what it says about the phone tree, so I can write those numbers down as we go. We don't have to speak to him at all, apparently, which is good, because this set of stairs is extremely in the way. Is all I'll say. Right, okay. Phone. Right, where are we? 2766. 6, 7, 4, 2. And send is a weird button for that. But sure.
Welcome to the East Block Control Center. To start, press the number sign.
Okay. Number sign, which is hash, yeah?
If you are using the Haltenberg lock, press 1. If you are using the Morloff lock, press 2. If you are using the Koningpass lock, press 3. If you are using the Barakstadt lock, press 4. To return to the last command, press the number sign.
4.
If you want to raise the water level, press 1. If you want to lower the water level, press 2. To return to the last command, press the number sign.
Right, we want to lower it, which is 2.
You want to lower the water level in the Barakstadt lock? To confirm your choice, press star.
And then press star.
To return to the previous command, press the number sign. Your request has been logged. Unfortunately, our
delays, yeah, okay. So literally when they send out an operator, like an engineer, he comes here, he opens the panel and then presses the same thing here. Right, so what do we need? Numbers. 4, 2, start. Wow, okay. I'm completely glad I looked up the hint for that, because I never would have considered it. And we would have been going around for hours trying to work it out. Well, we wouldn't, because I would have gone insane by then, probably. And so would all of you. I feel legitimately fine cheating. Right, so now we go tell them, get in there, we'll raise it again, I assume, with the same kind of combination. It'll be 1 to raise the water. And then we go from there. Okay. Although, you'd think they can notice that the lock is open already. Get in there! Get in there, bargee people. That just makes them sound like they're made of onion bargees.
Hey there! On the boat!
Guten Tag, schöne Mademoiselle!
My husband say, hello, young lady.
We
You
got that
want
one.
to talk to us?
Yes.
Right, I've got it. I know now how the locks work. So guide your boat into the lock, and I'll take care of the mechanism.
Godverdomme. Das ist eine echte Ladies. Alle toi, range alle Dingen and obligados de dame. Ach, set content on route again.
What did your husband say?
You, hurry up. We hurry to travel again.
Okay. We'll meet each other on the other side. By my train, okay?
Nice. It looks so much nicer without a barge in the way. Although it is still green. Your water is green, people. I'm going to clean this up somehow. Actually, that's an idea. What do all these birds live on? Surely they don't grow enough in this greenhouse to feed an entire population of multiple species, apparently? Do any of them feed on fish or insects? Because there's not going to be enough of them around, definitely. And so many birds are migratory purely for that reason. They can't survive all year round in the same location. It's not going to happen. Right, okay. So it's going to be, right, hash for 1 star. Ooh. These colours change? Interesting. Wait, don't go too far. Don't leave without us. Right, so we're going to come down here. Okay. Sorted. There we go. Easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy and so on. She won't cross here, will she? Oh, that'd be too easy. Hey. Stairs again. There today and tomorrow. And the next day and the next day. Always stairs. Also, a lot of this stuff is built out of metal, which apparently the robot keeps insisting is dangerous because it's corrosive around here. So I wonder how much maintenance they have to do on these bridges. Does it just... I don't know. I wouldn't trust it personally. Don't have any kind of interaction here. Okay. Just checking.
Hey there! On the boat!
Da, barge on other side. You still need us?
Okay.
It must be really neat to travel by river.
Oh, schlecht de boot. Eine vergette Grund. Für mich, loco ist fantastica. Eine kleine Rot mit Ustet, okay. You guide.
What?
Excuse me?
My husband say he like his barge and he not like your train. Too noisy. If you want to travel in tin can, you stay in tin can.
Stay in tin can.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the plan. Okay.
What do we do now to tie my train to the barge?
Mademoiselle Takatak. Loco coco mitchen.
He's just making shit up now.
Say?
You attach chain to train and chain put train with barge.
Hop. Catch us up.
Is this like a multinational version of the Swedish Chef? It's just absolute gibberish. It's a nice chain sound though. I like that.
If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, thankfully we don't... Wait, you don't know if that's load-bearing or very important. Although, to be fair, it's wind-up, so there should be no steam involved. Just slap it on any old beam. This has to be really specifically placed as well. Good lord. Okay. Wait. We can only go down this way, can't we? We can't go down the other way. We probably have to swap over the train. By which I mean cross, over the train as when we get there. You know what I mean. If not, you'll soon see. This is unnecessary as well. I mean, we don't need all of this. It's nice world building, sure, but just, this goes... Oh my god. Didn't we have a phone call here last time?
Hello, Kate Walker here.
Miss Walker, this is Professor Pond.
Oh.
I'm about to start my lecture on the Yukols at any moment. Please make haste to come.
Okay, I'll give it my best.
Excellent. We'll be in the main lecture hall. See you soon.
You wait until we're all the way down here to do that. Right, let's go wind this train up. I guess in theory it might actually be quicker to go back now, but whatever. Oh yeah, she does get down backwards. I hadn't really considered that. But you're right, it's a bit silly for a couple of steps.
I don't need to do that again.
Wait, we do? Oh, it's a lever here. Jesus Christ, that's blended in so much. And if this key winds up the train, what powers this key? Was it inversely wound up by the last train that went through? I don't think so. Oh god, another phone call?
Hello?
Where are you?
Hi, Dan. I'm in Barrickstadt.
Still.
What? Is that a town? I hope the man you're looking for lives there. Are you coming home
Oh my
soon?
god. Get lost.
From what I gather, it's one huge university with an extraordinary station aviary. If you could only see it, there are trees and birds everywhere. It's so weird here.
Sounds like a great place for a bit of sightseeing. So, are you coming back soon?
Oh my god. I hate this guy.
I don't think so. In fact, the train I'm traveling on has some kind of a mechanical problem. We've been forced to stop here.
Us? I thought you were alone. Who's with you?
Oscar, the train engineer.
You're messing around with mechanics now, are you?
Messing
Don't be
around.
so stupid, Dan, please. Oscar's an automaton created by Mr. Varlberg, the man I'm looking for. And he's not any old robot. He's a sophisticated butler type, if you see what I mean. He's a bit obsessive as well.
Kate, I don't know what they're feeding you in Europe, but don't you think it's time that you came home?
No!
But my mission still isn't finished.
To hell with your mission. I don't know why you accepted it in the first place. If you just stuck to the middle of the road, then we wouldn't be in this mess.
What mess? What are you talking about?
If there's any mess, it's me who's in it. And while I'm trying to come to grips with strange towns, you, my darling, are sitting at home on your butt. I seem to remember we had nothing against my departure.
It was only going to be 2 or 3 days, Kate. Please, try to put yourself in my shoes.
Your shoes suck. Fuck off.
Your shoes. Not only do I have to fit myself into your diary, but I've got to get myself into your shoes as well. Is there anywhere else Sir would like me to put myself while we're on this subject?
Look, I don't want to talk about it now. Call me back when you've calmed down.
Fuck you.
I was perfectly calm before I picked up your call. I only wanted a few words of encouragement, not your disdain. Was that too much to ask?
You can be such a selfish...
Takes one to know one, sweetheart.
Well, I'm glad she finally stuck up for herself a little bit. But there's no coming back from this. He's a git. Fuck him off. Quick as possible. Does Dan have a mission from God? It does... I have to admit, like... Honestly, if you were thrown into this situation, would you just be like, nah, not my problem, and go home? Or would you be like, where the fuck does this train go? What is happening here? I would kind of go along with it. Although I would by now absolutely be starving hungry. Sweet train out, exactly, yeah. So far it's all ours. I mean, granted, we don't really control where it goes or when, but, well, a little bit of the when, but that's only because we want it as soon as possible either way. Yeah, screw him. Isn't it time you came home? Like, she's out on a, allowance of some description. Look, I let you have your couple of days away. Now let's get back to normal, and you can be here for me when I need you to. Screw you, buddy. We've got a life to lead, and it's far more interesting than the one sitting around with you. There is a fly in here that can't seem to work out if it wants to be against the window or in the middle of the room, and it's just an idiot, basically. It's nice of this professor to hold up his lecture as well. He's be like, "He'll be there in a minute," from the other side of town. Oh my god. This is so long-winded. Also, I mean, have we mentioned the fact that this university seems to run entirely off of about 4 students? One of which doesn't even seem to want to do anything. How does food work? It stopped appearing shortly after you left. No, I'm getting really... yeah. Ooh, excuse me, yawning. Sorry. Hello? Oh. Oh, of course. For some reason, the transition point is halfway down the stairs.
Ah, there you are, Miss Walker. Good, good. Take a seat quickly. I'm impatient to start my lesson.
I'm sorry, 2 students. We have to wait for the third person who actually cares what we're talking about. Well, not that we really know yet. Oh, no. Okay, sorry, there's 5.
My young friends, a very exciting discovery, unimaginable up until only a few hours ago, has come into my hands and has finally allowed me to complete my study on the mysterious Yukol people. Lights, please.
Really?
The Yukols are a people from the far north about whom very little is known. They live far away, very far away, on the frozen borders of Syberia.
Speak up!
This distance and the climatic conditions of the region, which are unfavorable to human existence, have limited the size of the Yukol population and kept it out of reach of the scientific world. The handful of slides that follow are actually the only documentation we have in our possession. It was a Russian explorer who made these drawings and took these photographs 100 or so years ago. Today, we owe what we know about the Yukol people and their culture to him. We know that the origins of the Yukols date back to the last ice age. Curiously, evidence of their presence has been found in Western Europe, and more precisely in the prehistoric caves at the heart of the Alps. This people, it seems, undertook a long migration over centuries towards the far north of the globe. The reasons for this migration are due to the importance of the mammoth in their craft, trade, and culture. They used them for transportation and as beasts of burden. The mammoth brought them meat, skins, fat, and ivory. Man and animal lived in symbiosis. There's no doubt about it. Mammoths started to drift away from the region due to changing climatic conditions, and the Yukols followed them to the north, to the edges of Syberia. Prehistoric cave drawings, identified as Yukol in origin, first led me to the extraordinary hypothesis that the Yukols had managed to domesticate the mammoth. They are, to the best of our knowledge, the only prehistoric people to represent a man riding a mammoth. Today, because of this genuine mammoth skin effigy, identified by myself as an authentic Neolithic object,
How does he
I
know
can
that?
confirm this hypothesis. Yukol forebearers managed to tame mammoths. Prehistoric man uses little imagination. He draws what he sees and represents scenes from real life. This familiar day-to-day object is actually a children's toy. As we have seen, Yukol existence was inextricably linked to that of the mammoth. They used its skin for clothing and to make the roofs and walls of their houses. They used the tusks to build the frameworks of their homes, as well as weapons, tools, and jewelry. Curiously, the disappearance of the mammoth 12,000 years ago had no immediate effect on the Yukol's way of life. It seemed that for a long time after, the people maintained their strong bond with the mammoth through the centuries. As incredible as it may seem, the Yukol people have continued right up until the start of this century to feed themselves on mammoth meat and to use the skin for clothing and shelter. The ivory craftwork industry is still flourishing. It would appear that to preserve ancestral customs, the Yukols learned how to exploit through the centuries the large number of frozen mammoth carcasses that were perfectly preserved in the ice of the Siberian tundra.
Well,
they have been able to live mainly off this enormous freezer stock for almost 30 centuries. As plausible as this explanation may seem,
no, as
it
implausible.
seems it is not enough for the scientific community who, I will confess, is greatly perplexed by the question. In the absence of acceptable scientific evidence, we have to make do with Yukon shaman artifacts. The research department that I have the honor to represent today lends no credence to the myths and legends that these tribal charlatans peddle. We have to take their stories at face value, mere tales to while away the long Siberian winter. The legend of the Siberian Ice Ark is a very good example. You are invited to find out for yourselves from the pamphlet that I had passed around to you. This legend would have us believe that today, somewhere on a lost island to the north of Siberia, there are living mammoths still in existence, a sort of hangover from the Ice Age. This small herd has been miraculously preserved for more than 120 centuries by the Yukol's tender care. And the island on which the pachyderms are said to live is called Syberia. My friends, I advise you to resist the temptation you may have to believe in this pish and tish. The island of Syberia is not charted on any map, and the idea that mammoths have survived to the 21st century is an idle scientist's pipe dream. The Yukols were sadly among the first victims of the colonization of continental Siberia led by the Russians in the 20th century. The Kolkhoz and Sovkhoz systems, as well as the exploitation, disdain, and humiliation people had to suffer, marked a definitive break in the Yukol's traditional lifestyle. Since the collapse of the communist regime, the Yukol population finds itself confronted with the same political and social upheavals that other Siberian communities are experiencing. There are two consequences to arise from this. Some Yukols have lost their tribal identity and have integrated into the Russian population. Others, however, have sought long and hard to re-establish links with their ancestral culture that was lost under the Soviet regime. Now, at the start of the 21st century, the last true surviving Yukols have gone to live on the vast territories of their ancestors. Nobody knows today where they live or how they survive. Their very existence would be a matter for speculation if they did not turn up periodically at the tundra's most isolated fur trading posts to exchange mammoth tusks for essential items. There ends my lecture for today.
Oh, thank God.
Thank you for being among us today, Miss Walker. Please make your way to the laboratory where you will find your mammoth doll. There are also photocopies of my lectures should you so require them.
Yeah, pamphlets and photocopies produced. I mean, to be fair, that whole thing could have been just in a simple paper. We didn't have to sit here and watch a pointless slideshow. A really loud slideshow as well. Whew, thank God. Yeah, this guy had the right idea. It wasn't worth being awake for. Now we have to go all the way back to his laboratory just to pick up the thing. You could have brought it with you. Just said, hey, look, here it is. Thanks for letting me borrow it. So, right, so that answers the question, to be fair, why Syberia has a Y in it instead of an I. It's a mythical island within the area of Syberia. Makes sense. And so, what's the betting that we end up finding Syberia with a Y, and mammoths still exist, etc., etc. Right, mammoth back. We're out of it. Oh, hang on. We can take that, so we might as well. No, I don't care. Thank you. That's not it. We picked up a bottle down here of this stuff. I don't know what it is. or why we have it. But in theory, so far, because we haven't needed it, it seems like we could leave without it. Syberia was the friends we made along the way. Oh God, it definitely wasn't worth it then. I mean, right. So the professor, although annoying in in the same way as everyone else, he was quite reasonable. And oh my God, clash of music here. Oh God, no, that doesn't mix very well at all. He was a a logical and sensible person, so he was quite nice and perfectly fine. Beyond him, like I said, Oscar seems to be the most reasonable person. You've got the people on the barge who have been useful, but wouldn't help us without money. And you're like, for Christ's sakes, I've helped you out by getting you moving. All you had to do was throw a chain and drag us a bit in the direction you were going, which, by the way, somehow seems to be... Is that through the wall as well? Have they travelled through the wall by barge instead of train, or does the canal take a real sharp turn away from the wall? Because for some reason, they seem to think no one goes through this wall despite the train track running through it. But, yeah, so, I mean, they charged us $100 for that. For the privilege of being dragged a couple of 100 yards or whatever. Ridiculous. So, I mean, they were... And, of course, talking like a Swedish chef didn't help either. They were clearly not average, I say. Stop skidding to a halt. Come on. Get on this here train. So at least out here, Oscar can't complain about the humidity or whatever, because we're just outside, it's fine. And is it me, or does the train already look a bit rusted? Like, even from the start. I don't think it has rusted whilst we're here. Right, put that back. Get us the hell out of here. Can't use the shelves, so it's not like we get to put the wine anywhere special. Right, let's get it out of here.
Everything okay?
Yes, Kate Walker. I am waiting to continue our journey.
Then let's go. Mission.
The doll is in place, Oscar. And don't worry, I took good care of it.
And something else, Kate Walker.
What?
The voice cylinder. We do not have the second voice cylinder.
What? Why?
Right. There's another cylinder, you say.
When you have found it, please place it with the others.
At your service, Captain.
Wait, what? What voice cylinder? When did this come up? Where's the other cylinder gonna be?
Speaking of mechanical problems, there aren't any other hitches I should know about, Oscar?
This train has no mechanical problems, Kate Walker. Winding the spring mechanism is standard service procedure.
Yeah?
Okay, Oscar. Don't get all touchy about it. I didn't mean it like that.
Pavilion with the clockwork bits? Maybe, but she sort of automatically exited it. So I just assumed we were done.
I'm off, Oscar. See you later.
Yes, Kate Walker.
Oh my God, okay. Actually, what is this stuff? Can we even look at it? No. Okay. Worth a try. Oh God, okay. So we just... Why has he never mentioned this until now? We're looking for another cylinder. Really struggling here. Where would it... So it could be in the pavilion. Could be in the Eagle? No, it's the only other clockwork bit I can think of. That's silly. You don't want a voice cylinder that sounds like an eagle. It's not gonna be that, is it? All right, maybe it's around on the floor somewhere. Like he put it down. It's just... But then the last one was kind of hidden. We had to go through a whole bunch of stuff to get it. Oy vey. Okay. Oh no, in there. Surely wouldn't be out in the garden. Archived in the unit? Maybe? And I thought we'd been pretty thorough there. But I wouldn't be surprised if it just suddenly decided to spawn something somewhere. But it doesn't come up as... It doesn't come up as an option, like a dialogue option. So we can't ask anybody about it. Which means we have to do something to unlock it somewhere. What is that? What is shield mode on Twitch? I just noticed a new symbol on my thing. It was like, turn on shield mode. Like, why? I don't know what that is. Okay, so let's look inside the pavilion. It should let us back in, surely. And it's weird, it seems like there's a ladder here. See, that's the change screen section, so one side or the other. It's not that, no, apparently not, it won't let us back in. But it really does look like there's a ladder here, like we should be able to climb up. Okay. I mean, I literally just can't interact with it, that's a pain. Hang on. Okay. Apparently it's in the lab. I was just like, okay, that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know where, but it's in there. So, but we looked all around there. I mean, I'm not implying that it isn't there, obviously. I'm just curious how we were meant to see it when I thought we were pretty... Never got to see behind these doors. I thought we were pretty thorough. We still didn't see it. So where the hell is it? So you were right about archived in the university. Where would I be looking? I mean, see, we can interact with this area. Did I somehow miss this? It's in the sink. They've been washing it all these years. No. Okay.
What is it you want to know, miss?
You're Hans Vorarlberg. Can you tell me a little bit?
He was always a mystery to me.
To himself, there was... Okay, no.
Arriving in barracks.
You can...
Yes.
You mean you drive it?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Okay, irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. Help?
What would you say about...
No, okay.
I'll leave you...
Sorry?
Yes, yes. Do I click on the desk? Do we look at it closer? I guess it could be in one of these... shelving units, couldn't it? I think this whole area is just change screen section. There we go. She looked at this one closer before. Did I just miss it? Oh, it is. Oh, it's right fucking there. That's what it is. God, Lord. It was right there as well. Okay. Oy. With the mammoth skulls, obviously. Okay. Okay. No, not the hiccups. Right. Now we go back, we listen to this, because I'm sure it's going to be vitally important that we have to listen to whatever they say. It's going to be like, oh, I love this place. Now I'm off. Bye. Meet me in... I don't know. What do we think? Is it Syberia? That can't be next. Is that going to be next? Surely not past this. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, there are multiple games in this series. So do you think we ever get to Syberia in this game? Or is that not the case? Do you think we have to, like... We won't get there till, like, game 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever. And these are all just one horrendously long journey. That would be interesting to find out. Probably very frustrating, but interesting. You go. Oh my god. Keep going quicker, please. Please. Just move. That's all I ask. There we go. Okay. So, surely the next... Right, so there's going to be another stop. There has to be another thing for us to do. It's not going to be Syberia. So what do you think that place is going to be called? We've had the V's, we've got the B. So... Sturlanask. Sturlanask, that's the place. That's what it's going to be next. Oy.
Hans, I have some very sad news. Our father is dead. He passed away peacefully last Sunday in his sleep. I feel so lonely now.
Father had been but a shadow of himself since your departure. I had to take care of everything for him. Housework, factory paperwork, the workforce, clients, everything.
Housework?
And now, today, well, I really don't know who or what I'm fighting for. Times are so hard, and this terrible war is destroying everything. Nobody cares for our automatons anymore. I just think about you returning. And when you do return, I will have turned this factory into a palace worthy of your genius. Please take care of yourself. I love you so much, Anna.
Got Hogwarts pictures. They're alive. Right, now she goes and puts this on the shelf with all the others. Finally, let's go. Let us be gone. Oscar, get up front and drive, you bastard.
Everything okay?
Yes, Kate Walker. I am waiting to continue our journey.
Good. So move. Mission.
Oscar, if you tell me one more time something's missing, I'll...
Everything is ready. Take your seat, Kate Walker. We are leaving.
Oy.
Okay.
So long, Barakstad? Borakstad? I can't remember. I can't remember the place. I don't care. Let's go. It'd be hilarious if we get there and we just slam through the wall. I don't know what we are going to do, apparently. That was it. That was all the winding we did. Oh, no. Of course, it's probably because the station was on the other side of the tracks and we couldn't get there. We need to open the gate from here, probably. Did we look at the front or did we go around back?
What are you doing there, Oscar?
It is imperative that we comply with railroad and customs regulations, Kate Walker.
Oscar, don't you think we could
Welcome back,
drop the
Dini.
trifling
Thank you.
details once and for all?
We need an exit visa to get beyond the wall, Kate Walker.
Are you kidding me?
And you wouldn't know where I could get one of them from, would you?
There is usually some form of authority stationed at a guard post that is strategically positioned to issue such a visa.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Do you know what it does? I mean, like when you turn it on, does it just like block everybody from talking, or is it like an immediate, because we already have like, follower and VIP modes and things. It clears chat and locks it down to whatever you set it to. Oh, okay. Raise shields on chat. Okay, interesting. So like followers for X long, subs only. Wow. Okay. I mean, that sounds like that sounds useful. Like it feels like there should be a better solution than having to shut down your chat. Such as maybe getting rid of people, not allowing multiple accounts to be created so easily. I mean, because we already have the verified situation and things like that. So if you're only open to verified people, then surely, in theory, they shouldn't be able to activate like 1,000 accounts at once or whatever, But I guess it's there. If people find it useful, that's a bonus. I knew nothing about it until I saw the logo. But I'm sure people make use of it at least. So that's good. It's something, I guess. You chat for the new people who come into your chat with hate rate. True, yes. Yeah, I understand, yeah. But very odd. I don't understand the point of hate raids. They're such a weird concept. In fact, if anything, it's a distillation of the internet, I guess. The very peak of the ambiguity of the internet, culminating in this horrendous personality that caters to people who just have no better things to do in their life, apparently. True. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, that's the problem, I guess. You open a platform of any kind to the public, you're going to get those people in there. Ugh. Anyway, what were we on about? Right.
Oscar, don't you think we've wasted enough time already?
You neglected to find the clockwork winding mechanism for the train with sufficient haste, Kate Walker.
Shut your mouth.
What nerve! And you refused to lend a helping hand. Help that could have been invaluable to me.
I agree, Kate Walker.
If you weren't so obsessed by procedure, we wouldn't have had a hitch.
I am not entirely convinced, Kate Walker.
Oscar, please, let's get in the train and leave, can we?
Yes, Kate
Oscar,
Walker.
who we made true,
Give
yes.
me the visa.
I don't suppose you can help me get this visa, then?
Your non-supposition is correct, Kate Walker.
Okay, see you later, Oscar.
Yes, Kate Walker.
Don't sound too chipper, he's annoying. Wait, so what is this? What can we go around here for? We get to like walk in and punch him in the back. I mean, ooh. I'm figuring out how to run the train without you. Yeah. Melting you for scrap, exactly. Oh,
No point.
He's
It's
locked
locked.
himself in? What about up here? Do we just go and open the gate anyway? Screw the fucking visa. Or I bet you, oh my god. Do we get the visa and he's like, let's go, but the gate won't open anyway. We have to do that. He knew what we were playing, yeah. Is this a switch? No, apparently not. Okay. Oh my god. Another phone call? What is it with these people? What the hell is this
Hello?
now?
Kate! Oh, is that you? What's going on?
Well, I finally got the mechanical train wound, and I hope it's going to take me to Hans Vorarlberg. I had to sort things out with a couple of weirdo sailors, and they probably ripped me off. But now I'm blocked behind this massive wall. You should see it, it's huge.
I'm not talking about that. I want to know what's going on with Dan.
Oh, seriously?
What do you mean?
I bumped into him at Maggie's do, and he said you'd argued.
That's a bit over the top. Things got a bit heated the last time we called, that's all. No need to go overboard.
So you have Dan.
I don't mean to be Miss Melodramatic, but he didn't seem in such great shape. He had his down in the dumps head on.
Screw him.
Like Dan has a down in the dumps head.
Well, yeah, when that shock of hair flops over his forehead and his eyes mist up and his eyebrows kind of crease together.
I'd never noticed. Maybe I did go a bit too far, but he's got such a goody two-shoes image of me that sometimes I just lose it. And this case is taking up a lot of headspace. I was just looking for a bit of compassion.
Well, you sure got mine. So, what's going down?
Like I said before, I'm kind of getting somewhere, but it's slow.
No, exactly, Didi.
This Hans Vorarlberg guy is getting more and more fascinating by the day.
Okay, well, anyway, it doesn't sound like you're bored. Not like back here in the office. Every day is boredom day. It's just no fun without you. When are you coming back?
Well, fuck off.
Shouldn't be long, I hope.
We got shit to do, people.
I've got to go. See you soon.
Jesus, stop.
Well, call us again real soon. And be easier on Dan next time, huh?
No, Dan
try.
can bugger off. He's a git. And what do you mean, call soon? You won't leave us alone. It's been less than a day. There's literally been no night time in between all these phone calls, and they're all just like, when are you coming home? Go playing. I have a tree now. Exactly. They're just obsessed with her sort of returning. Does no one else do any work?
It's locked.
Every car can be a tiny car. Yeah. Okay, so that's locked, so we can't go that way for some reason. What is this? Oh, got a boiler. Nice, okay.
Look, broken glasses. If they belong to the captain, then he sure has eye problems going by those lenses.
Hey, look, more glasses. Wait, seriously?
I haven't got time to have a drink right now. I haven't got time to have a drink right
I don't know what that is, but we can try and drink it. What are we doing here?
I haven't got time to have a...
Time to drink. There's always time to drink.
Look, broken glasses.
Yes, yeah.
Look.
But why? I don't know what any... Oh, wait. This guy's actually here. Oh my god, okay. I don't have time to drink this. Yeah, get sloshed. Exactly. Okay. Don't see how that helps us. I did not notice this guy was stood here before.
Good day to you, sir.
You appear to have a Oh no, he's...
Captain Malatesta, Commander-in-Chief of the Barkstadt Border Post, at your service, madam.
Jesus Christ.
My name is Kate Walker. I've been assigned by my
colour as the
company
wall.
to
Fix
find
that,
a man
exactly,
who was
yeah.
supposed to be living in Syberia.
What a peculiar mission. Taking so many risks for such a futile goal.
Captain, to my mind, the military zeal with which you insist on guarding this meaningless wall strikes me as equally futile.
I should be offended by your
Thank you for
words,
the look.
miss. But I forgive you, because you are young and unaware of the very real dangers lurking in store for us.
What are you talking about?
I need a visa to cross the wall and to continue my journey to the east. They told me that you are the only person in a position to issue such a visa.
Did they? I don't know.
Indeed. This responsibility is part of my duties. However, I am not currently issuing visas because nobody must venture beyond the wall.
The wall.
And why not?
It's far too dangerous, in particular for a lady of your standing who is traveling unescorted.
Oh, shut up.
Dangerous? What exactly do you mean, Captain?
The enemy, miss.
Am I vigilant?
The enemy. I've been observing them for several years through my telescope. There's one particular horseman stationed yonder. He's a scout from the invading enemy army, and he's been spying on us. So I have to be extremely vigilant.
He's blind as a bat and thinks a trunk is a...
He's there, you understand? And as long as I keep my eye on him, he won't dare try anything.
Are you sure?
Please, take a look for yourself.
I already did.
Between the station aviary and this bleak wall, the change in atmosphere is radical, don't you think?
It's been a long time since I've been at liberty to judge, miss. My duties forbid me from abandoning my post.
Okay.
Is the person who takes care of the gate anywhere around?
There is no person who takes care of the gate. Believe you me, ma'am. I have been the one and only guardian of this gate since 1968. That year, I took over the position from the late Lieutenant Colonel Malatesta, my own father.
In that case, can you tell me how the mechanism works? It sure looks complicated to me.
Not at all. It is child's play for anyone who takes the time to work out its surprisingly straightforward logic. And from the looks of your locomotive, it shouldn't pose you any problems.
Why do you say that?
When I caught sight of your formidable locomotive, I immediately said, heavens, only Hans Vorarlberg could design such an engine. And I know what I'm talking about, ma'am, because he invented the gate's original mechanism. It was his last creation here in Barkstad.
So you know Hans Vorarlberg?
No, I mean, not personally. I was only a baby when he stayed in Barkstad. My father spoke often of him, and I knew about his inventions. He left very many things behind him.
I know.
In any case, I noticed that his fantastic knack for inventing has not deteriorated with age. How's he doing?
I don't know. In fact, I don't actually know him. I'm searching for him. An inheritance matter. I hope his train is going to lead me to him.
And why not? His inventions are always full of surprises.
Because you won't let us through, you madman.
Don't mind me if I retire, Captain.
Please, madam. My respects.
Oh my god, we've got to watch him walk backwards. He can't even turn around quickly. Good lord. So if we look at this now, will she remark on it?
How strange.
Yes.
I can't see a Cossack horseman at all. There's just a dead tree in the middle of an empty plain. That poor captain must have really bad eyesight.
Hey.
Good day to you, sir.
Turn around quicker.
Captain Malatesta, Commander-in-Chief.
Yes, I know.
I need a visa to cross.
Indeed.
Yes,
this responsibility.
And why not?
It's far too dangerous.
Captain?
A tree?
Oh, geez, sorry, I skipped
but that's
that.
Totally ridiculous. I can tell you have never seen a
I thought he was
Cossack before in your
himself,
life.
sorry.
How long has this Cossack been spying on your wall?
For a long time.
When it was fuzzy,
yes, a very
yeah.
long time. But they could attack at any moment. We simply cannot tell.
And he's been in the same position the whole time?
Cossacks are soldiers, miss. They're capable of great resistance and persistence in the face of adversity.
There's no persistence here. Oh my god, do we have to look at his glasses and such as well?
Don't mind me if I...
Please.
Look through the damn telescope. Well, yeah, the problem is his eyesight's crummy, so he'll never focus it either way. He didn't even flinch when he got fire of it.
Look, broken glasses. If they belong to the captain, then he sure has eye problems going by those lenses.
I don't know what this powder does. Are we going to knock him out?
Look.
Yes, yes. And that took an entire bottle of wine? It was a 2-glass bottle of wine. Okay. Oh, this button, there we go.
Colonel, sir.
Oh. Take food
Captain.
or drink in decades, such duty.
But you have the air of a great officer.
You flatter me, miss. Unfortunately, I'm afraid that we frontier soldiers are often forgotten by the military administration.
There's no justice. I sympathize with you, Captain. Let us forget our worries for a moment and have a little drink together in the name of friendship.
It would be my pleasure, miss, but the regulations strictly forbid it.
Come on. A little glass of wine never hurt anybody, and nobody need know.
Wine, miss? You are putting me in a very delicate situation.
Don't deny yourself, Captain. Just a little glass. I assure you, it is excellent.
I can rob you blind. He's already blind. Just rob him. At least he's got vision enough to understand, you know, who he's talking to.
Here's your glass. To your good health, Captain.
And to yours, miss.
I wonder if, like, the powder was from one of those mushrooms and we should... Wait, we're not killing him, are we? Can rob the place,
It's been a long time since I've drunk wine in such pleasant company. I admit, it is excellent.
Isn't it? You wouldn't think it came from Barrickstadt. It is made from the Amazon forest Sauvignon grape that has been miraculously conserved and cultivated in the station garden.
Well, well, well. The university authorities kept that one to
on the
themselves.
way out. By the way...
You know, Captain, it is essential that I continue my journey eastwards.
Please, don't even think about it. As I've said, it's extremely dangerous. The enemy is spying on us.
Perhaps your Cossack horseman isn't quite what you thought. Perhaps it's just a dead tree twisted into a strange shape.
So did we give him something that's supposed to cure his eyesight
know.
somehow?
Go on, Captain.
And I didn't know.
Give
It's
it a
just
try.
So be it.
I'm so glad we picked it up
I
on the
will
way back.
make this concession to the fairer sex, miss. But it does seem to be quite ridiculous.
Excuse me, sir. You're friends. We can trust me. I brought wine. Well, that's always a trustworthy statement in my book.
Incredible. How is this possible? By what strange magic? How could I have been so wrong for so long?
How indeed?
The enemy was only a tree. I'm so ashamed.
It's not that bad, Captain. It's only human to make mistakes, after all.
A tree. Nothing but a dead tree.
Pull yourself together, Captain. It's okay. And now I suppose there's nothing stopping you from issuing me a visa?
Yes, of course. There is no more danger. All these years. And now the Cossack has gone. There is nothing left to watch.
Captain, you should be delighted. From now on, you don't have to stay pinned to your watchtower. Travel can start up again normally. You will be able to resume your regular duties like issuing entrance and exit visas.
You're right. I will sign you a visa to cross the wall frontier immediately. 1,000 apologies. Here, miss.
Beyond the ramparts, congested journey to the eastern territories are filled with uncertainty and reputed to be hazardous. As a consequence, the wall authorities cannot guarantee the physical safety of the traveller and decline all responsibility in the event of any incident. Okay. Malatesta.
Thank you, Captain. And keep your eyes open.
Miss, if we could keep this between ourselves, please.
Going
to
the yes, yeah.
You understand?
You have my promise, Captain.
Yeah, now that you don't have to be here, maybe take a little time to get yourself sorted. There must be a soldier's infirmary of sorts, you know. We get another phone call before we leave. It should give us a hang up button because these people just have no idea how to shut the F up. Also, it keeps going. Where did all those stairs go? We've come out on top. There was nowhere above us. Unless it's implying that we climb the stairs sort of almost instantaneously. Sort of a weird, like, discrepancy between the sound effects and the visuals. Because it makes
Oscar,
the noise like we...
Can't you please forget about procedure?
Your request is refused.
Oscar, don't you...
Unit.
What?
I agree.
If you...
I am not...
Oscar.
Yes.
Do I have to...
Okay.
Yes.
Seriously? I have to walk away from the window and click on the damn object. Exit visa, yes. Oh my god, there we go, okay.
Here is the visa. I hope it's regulation, my dear Oscar.
How does he even tell the difference? You could just write on a bit of paper, yeah, you can pass. How would he know?
It is regulation. Here is your ticket.
We already have a ticket. The last ticket didn't say to Borokstad. Borokstad, right? One person should be presented. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Have a good journey, Kate Walker.
So, can we go now?
Indeed. We are already very late, Kate Walker.
Shut your mouth. that was a pff, not a but whatever. Right, where's the stairs? Get on the damn train. Your fault. Exactly. Entirely his fault. Lazy ass automaton. They want to talk about superiority. Don't make them out of a material that rusts in the next station along. Right, get moving.
Your ticket, please, Kate Walker.
It's growing thin. Or wearing thin, I should say.
Here you go, Oscar.
Thank you, Kate Walker. Now, please return to your seat, Kate Walker.
Yes, Oscar. Immediately, Oscar.
I vote that when we're done, we throw Oscar onto the tracks and run him over with a train. All in favour, say aye. Okay. Jesus, I don't know if I trust that. There goes that blur, yeah. Jesus. Okay, are we right? Okay. You're right, Oscar does sort of have that kind of air about it. Now, is that a statement on automatons or autism? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, but go to the front of the train this time?
Kate Walker! Kate Walker!
Yes, we can hear
Oscar,
you.
what's going on? Why has the train stopped? Where are we?
The springs of the train are unwound again, Kate Walker. As for the question pertaining to our geographical location, I really haven't the slightest idea.
Well, we'd better get looking for a winding machine, my dear Oscar. I hope that this place actually has one.
The air here is so polluted that I could not possibly risk leaving the locomotive.
Again.
My joints might corrode irreparably.
Right. Let's see.
Polluted with what? If it's so bad it rots your joints, how is she breathing? Good lord.
See you soon, Oscar.
I shall stay right here, Kate Walker.
You don't say. Application is open to that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But you know what? We will call it there. We've done our duty for today. Just start a new one. There we go. In a game. Oh my god. That was a trial and a half. But we are in a new location. We have no idea what it's called, but I'm sure we'll find that out next time. Early next week sometime. I really thought we would be out of there so much quicker. Everything seemed to sort of, once we got the ball rolling, once I found out where we were actually going to get into the lab and so on, it felt like everything was just kept going. But we still hit a couple of weird hitches, which are very unusual. And wow, that really, I hesitate to use the word dragged, but it kind of did. It's almost like they got to the end of this location and just went, look, we can't go yet. That's been too easy. It's like, oh my god, here's another thing you got to do, and another, and another. And it's like, really? Okay, fine, we're out of here. I mean, I still have no idea what was in that drink. It was obviously something, I bet you it's in that book of mushrooms or whatever, and we gave him something that's supposed to improve his eyesight. I have no idea. Well, yeah, exactly. Oh god, yeah, that went on. That really didn't need to happen at all. What area were you at? Oh, Nevik, hello, welcome. We've just come from Borkstad, and the train has stopped in a new polluted location with a giant metal man straddling the tracks. Pangalactic Gargle Blaster, maybe. Yeah, so we finally escaped the university, but I have no idea to what end. Like they mentioned about a winding mechanism. There has to be one there because you would think after all this thought of laying the tracks and building, he seemed to have an idea of how far the train could make it before it would unwind, despite the 100 yards or so he didn't the last time. Yeah, they're not going to pay us for this. This is going to be all in the name of this one single payout. It's going to be ridiculous. They probably won't like us by the end of it anyway, because they won't be able to sell, because I bet Hans won't hand it over. He might do, I don't know, but he'd be like, well, we got a new guy now and he don't want to sell to you, so screw you. But then again, as stated before, he doesn't really care about it, so he might just hand it over anyway. Then we've got to get all the way back. University was annoying. It dragged. The people were annoying. Weird concepts and sort of, I think what I'm struggling to get used to with this game is the differences of what comes under priority of our mission and what's asking for help, and then what's also a specific thing. So you want help with the locks. Well, do you ask about the locks? Do you ask about help, or is it part of your mission? It's very weird. I want to slap that one guy. You'll have to narrow it down, unfortunately. I mean, there's the guy at the bottom of the stairs is just a twat, but then there's the oh god, you're back. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you'd gone. The guy hitting us, yeah, him exactly, but not in canoe. What did I miss? Everything. Right, okay, you missed a whole bunch of pointless puzzles. Maybe you didn't see the lecture, which was a good thing, because that was a waste of time. Basically, we have made it out of the university. We got the train wound up. We got the visa for leaving. We got our ticket. We opened the gates. We gave some alcohol and something to the guy on the wall, because when you get to the wall, it's being guarded and his vision is terrible. We gave him something that somehow cleared up his vision, and he led us through. Found a cannon and blew up. No, we didn't. But I would have supported that one. Jesus. But yeah, so we made it through the wall, and the train has now unwound itself in another location which we don't know. And of course, Oscar is complaining about his joints again because he's like, "Oh no, the pollution's going to make me rust." Like, shut up, bloody Oscar. So yeah, so we have a whole new location to look at next time, which we don't know anything about yet. But it doesn't look nice. It's very weird and rusted, and of course it is. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so we're not finished, at least. Nowhere near the end, seemingly. If that's anything, I mean, Jesus, that's another 2 weeks just getting through the next location, probably. Customs by getting the officer drunk, basically. Yes, that's basically what happened. I mean, it's a bit of interpretation in there, but that's what we did. Right, my recommended for raids are not very interesting. Does anyone have anyone they want to recommend? Let me know. Sounds like a good job. Well, yeah, exactly. I think I left them at university. How will I bear the dullness of clockwork like that? Okay, Walker. But that was the main stuff. Yeah, exactly. That was mostly it. And God, and those professors as well. Jesus, they went on. It seemed. Am I just getting impatient with age? I don't know, but I feel like point and clicks don't have to pad out so much. They really don't need to. I like the puzzles. You got nobody on for you. That's fair enough. That's fine. We'll just call it a day early then. But, without the raid, that's fine. It feels bad if there's no one to hand on to. But yeah, it's very. I don't know. I feel like the conversation just went on, and they really need a fast travel button. But that's not going to happen. I am live, yes, for a short time. It is me. It is I. But I appreciate the update. Oh my God, I wonder what happens if you try to raid yourself. Does that tiddlywinks with a face for radio? We find 20 years ago when people didn't have much else. I can imagine probably being very engulfed in this world. Yes, I can imagine sitting there going, "Oh my God, this is amazing! All the world being the conversation." Whereas now, just give me a puzzle. I just want to solve the puzzle. I want to think more, not have to sit here and listen. But maybe that is just me then. Raid self-university. Exactly. Create some kind of weird feedback of sort. Google, the world implodes. Yes. If you Google. Oh my God, that would be hilarious. Right, well, we'll call it there then. So, yeah, it's been good. I apologise for... I'm not sure whether what I'm going to do with Tuesdays. I'm struggling these days to be ready on a Tuesday. I don't know why Mondays are taking it out of me so much these days, but it seems to be I'm more available on a Wednesday than I am a Tuesday. So in the long run, I guess in the future, maybe Wednesdays might just be the day we swap to, sort of. But then that puts it on, whether I do a Thursday or Friday is still a bit up in the air, because I usually like to have a day in between, get a rest. But I don't know, so I'll have to think about it. But twice a week is basically as far as I can sort of try and aim for at the moment, and we'll take it from there. But yeah, so I want to thank you all for being here. It's been lovely to see you all, and no competition apparently. Yeah. Plants vs Zombies Day. No pressure. Plants vs Zombies Day. Lost me on that one. I feel like that's a joke and it's gone way over my head. Make it Plants vs Zombies Day. I bet you I've said something and I can't remember what I've been talking about. I'm sorry. That happens so much. And it's just oh, that was a reference to what I said, and I have no idea what I'm saying. But anyway, so thank you all for being here. It's always good to see you. And yeah, we will be back most likely Friday now. Casual gaming instead of schedule. Oh, I see what you mean. Right, I see. Oh, but I like the games we're doing. It's just a matter of, getting in there, But I see what you're saying. Thank you for clarifying. That got mental. Yeah, so it'll probably be Friday back now for more Outcast, which we missed last week. That'd be good. We're getting ahead. There's probably not much left of Outcast actually. I have been asked what I'm doing afterwards. I really don't know. I might just make it maybe just push with the one game again. Solitaire stream. Oh no. Or I might just swap to another game. I don't know. I have no idea. We'll take it as it comes. There's loads of games to play. I've got, still got a ton of them. Do you know what? I realised the other day I felt like playing. I don't think I ever finished Beneath a Steel Sky. One of those old classics, and I was just like, you know what? I have that. I don't think I've ever finished it. So by finished it, I think I played about half an hour once. So I've started it technically, but that's about it. So we might just drop into something sort of like that, just another sort of point and click adventure game. I don't know. I've got all sorts of things. Spoilers. It's a table. No. So yeah. So I don't know what will come, but there's only potentially a couple of weeks of Outcast left, and we'll play by ear after that. Lost Odyssey, not on PC. I've never finished that game. I have it on Xbox. I have now transferred it to 2 generations of Xbox, and I still haven't finished it. I have it for the 360, and it's now on my Series X, and I still haven't finished it. But it's in the plan. It's in the plan. God, one of these days. God, JRPGs are like the worst for me. I got to CD4. Oh, I'm definitely on CD4. I don't know like how close I am to the end, but oh god, I think I'm about like 70 or 80 hours in, somewhere around that area. And it's because I know that the next stage, like I lost last time I played it. I was like, oh god, I'm gonna have to do that again. And now it's just kind of like I don't want to start it. I don't want to do it, but I know I have to get further. Plan just lead to plans going awry and then sad. No plan, all chaos. yeah, could do. Just absolute chaos. And see what we feel like on the day. Play Genshin. No! Oh, God, no. I can't stand the conversations here. Genshin would drive me insane. Superman 64. No! Leave your mazes out of this. I will not solve them for you, Lex Luthor. Oh, God. Decide. Oh, my. It's on my maze. No, I don't want to. Roll dice. Now, that's a way to go, actually. I mean, Persona? Oh, not my kind of thing. I like JRPGs, but not a Persona type, personally. I don't know why. I think, again, so much conversation. Just, I've really just like, leveling up and killing things. That's why Final Fantasy does it for me. Well, old school Final Fantasy, anyway. One of them is on String Tears of the Kingdom. Do you know, I couldn't if I wanted to. I don't have, like, any way of capturing it. But, God, I don't know. Grim Fandango? I never finished that either. Oh, Once a Rare. Oh, Jesus. Do you know, I've never completed Zork, Return to Zork, personally. We had it, right, when we bought our first PC, like I say we, I mean parents, obviously, way back when we were kids. It came with like a bundle of games. There was some LucasArts in there, Encarta 95, and Return to Zork was one of them. And God, I remember it being so difficult. I always preferred LucasArts point and clicks when I was younger, probably still now as well, because of the chance to die and fail, like from a decision you made at the very beginning of the game. I was just like, no, I don't want to replay the entire game trying all these options. Yeah, Day of the Tentacle. We had Day of the Tentacle. Indiana Jones, Fate of Atlantis. I think Full Throttle and like the Dig and such came later, so we didn't have them first. But so I was just like, oh, I can't be sort of bothered doing like the Sierra types, as interesting as they are. I like their story and the humor in them, but I never played them. I was always like, no, just I don't want to have to be able to mix this up, or mess it up, I should say. Oh God, Mind Maze, Jesus, yeah. Have you ever played Paradigm? I feel like that should mean something, but I don't know it off the top of my head. I can't think so. Headbat Sneaky Duty. So and we never finished Zork. I remember, I don't even know how far I got. I've seen it so many times from other people playing now, especially like Rizalka. She's been through it several times now in different formats. And that oh my God, that real, was it Real 3D or whatever it's called? That's like mind blowing. What was the game you played with? Got the Zork games on PC. I can share with you. I'm married. Oh no, I think I can get hold of it. I've never done it. Telescopes and Greenhouse. That's a thing in the sea. Telescopes, greenhouse, thing in the sea. I played it on stream. Oh, great. Hang on. Oh, hang on. If I open up the right... if I open up the correct thing, it should tell me. Telescope... Not Bioshock then. No. Telescopes and greenhouse. What have we completed here? We've got the... thing in the sea. Metaphobia. Quern? Lost Crown, Touche, Whisper the Machine, Troublebrook. To make different colour potions. Yes, that was Quern, wasn't it? Yes. That was a mist-like. A baby in yellow. There was a wisp thing. Yes, yeah, I'm sure you're talking about Quern. What about it? See, actually, I mean, that's an idea. Yes, that was good. Yeah, that's an idea, actually, because the Mist series is amazing. I love them. I've always loved them. So that's an idea to maybe go through, give people an idea of what it's like if they... I'm sure many here have seen Mist and what it's like. Thank you for the note, Dee. Sorry, we will be going shortly anyway. Let's credit a lot of the eccentricities of Syberia to the creator being Franco-Belgian. There is always that. I mean, there is always... sometimes, in fact, I'm sure I've had this like many years as, growing up. A lot of the time you could just sort of go, it's European. It's maybe it doesn't sound nice. Doesn't make them okay. True, exactly. But there really is sometimes just that weird sort of like, you're like, what the hell? And you're just like, that makes sense. I kind of make sense now because of that part of Europe. It's just, I thought was his name for his thing. It's a Euro game. Exactly. Occasionally you're just like, oh, that's the weird sense of humour. I mean, there's a bit like Eurovision. Grew up with Eurotrash. True, exactly. And when you have a TV show like Eurotrash and then you think, well, yeah, you transfer that into any kind of creative situation, you sort of understand sort of where some of these weird things go, It has some things in it that were very... I'm trying to think that... Oh, do you know what? That will always grate on me because that's before I fixed the whole issue. So the end of that never really came across on stream. That's kind of annoying. Song in the middle, it felt like it was supposed to be for the credits. It had a song in the middle? Did I miss that? I've missed... I don't remember that at all. I do remember thinking it was quite enjoyable, and then we got to the end and went, what the hell? Probably more so everyone else who couldn't see what it was doing. Troublebrook, yeah. I don't remember a song in the middle. I just remember, curse you, woman. Oh, God, what was her name? She was great, and then they made her the bad guy. Like, no, that's not fair. She was too fun. But, oh yeah, sorry, I was saying about Mist. Yeah, I've loved it, but probably everyone knows Mist, but it was at the fair. Oh, yes. Jesus, I had completely forgotten. The French game was fun where you were a musketeer. Touche, yes. The Adventures of the Fifth Musketeer. That's really dated as well now, though, to be fair. That's an old LucasArts style. But, God, yeah. But, yeah. So I'm still technically finishing Mist. Like, I've played them all before, but I'm playing Mist 4 at the moment. Slowly getting through it, and then one of these days I should probably stream through them. But I've got other things as well. We have a whole host of Sherlock Holmes games to play, which I found I apparently own on CD and I never played, or DVD or whatever. So you haven't seen Mist? Well, you shall be introduced at some point. There's the game where you give a guy cell death metaphobia. Yeah, metaphobia. Yeah, oh my God, yeah. Oh God, is that one of my commands? I can't remember. I always planned to put the description of that in there because it was oh God, yeah, cell death is blah blah blah. It had a complicated name and I can't remember it off the top of my head. Yeah, that was funny. That was so random as well. And that was before I have it in recent months due to my my weird sort of YouTube viewings, encountered more of the whole mythos slash conspiracy of the lizard people and whatever they call themselves. That was before I really knew much more about them. Game has been remade like 10 times. Yes, a couple of times, but because they struggled with funding for a while, and I kickstarted the backing to get it updated to Windows 10, and that gave me I don't know why, but it gave me the replica of a linking book, which is pretty cool, which has storage for CD for all of the games, but then also gives you a digital copy of the games. So I've never used the CDs. That's irrelevant. People who backed higher had the copy of the linking book with an actual animated panel in it. I mean, that's insane. That's pretty cool. But lizard people, yeah, exactly. But I was happy to support it, sort of going up to Windows 10, because especially the biggest problem was like Riven was difficult because that was a different producer, but they got the rights to update it and distribute it as part of the the collection, so to speak. Sort of I mean, it didn't look great. I mean, it was just like a little LCD panel, but a strict but fair lord. But so yeah, they're all available at least. And also, I mean, I would probably go with Real Mist now. Really, it's sort of a little more updated than the original. Riven is your favourite. See, I think Riven is really good. I think it has a lot to it. And the odd thing is, until I started replaying it, I thought 4 was my favourite. Because there was something about it, something really nostalgic in my brain just said, oh, I remember 4 and I think it was the best. I think it had a lot of good mechanics, like improvements to it. But I've got to be honest, I think 3 is probably my favourite for the actual playing. I played it, I think about 3 times in total. That doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a lot for me because I don't normally replay many games. And I think 3 is more entertaining. And Brad Dourif, Jesus, he really sells the game. It's great. Final comment for the stream. Apparently, some sky waterfalls go much closer to the surface when it is raining. Really? That's interesting. That's a neat little mechanic. But then, see, now that's weird because a lot of the waterfalls come from, obviously, the islands up above. And you're thinking, well, most of these islands apparently are above cloud anyway. I wonder how that works. I remember buying a copy of Riven years ago. You practically flew upstairs away. Yes, yeah. Oh wait, you meant 3. Oh, you meant 3. Oh, okay, fair enough. The one with Brad Dourif. That is, yes. I think that is probably my favourite now. Always go for Real Mist. Don't be fooled by cheaper fog substitutes. Yeah. The rain joins with the river. Joins in with the water as it's falling. Oh, right. That makes more sense, actually, yes. Because I was thinking, well, maybe there's just more volume to it, so it's being filled from above, quicker. But you're right, it makes more sense that it's just actually it's just joining on the way down. that works better. Yeah, for anyone who's not aware, missed the original game. I mean, that's from like 93 or something like that. That had that was really old school. Now they've updated it so you can play it, but they also did a remaster essentially where it gave you slightly better controls and everything just looked a bit more clean. And that was called Real Mist. For some reason, I don't understand why. Mist 3 had a different dev. Was it 3? Not. I thought Riven was a different dev, but obviously I'm confused. But so it must have been 3 then. But yeah, only one of them was like you couldn't. It didn't work very well, and they hadn't sort of updated it, and they couldn't do it. But they got the rights to do so. Float through waterfall. Comes out just cloud. It's like a cloud car wash. Anyway, blimey, right? Sorry, everybody. Oh, hi, Radical. Hello. I'm so sorry, but I've been chatting so long. I really should say bye to everybody because I've been holding on. They also now have the Oculus Rift Mist. Really? or Meta Quest, yeah. Assuming it ends stream screen. I will be there in a second, yeah. 3 hours later. Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody, sorry. I'm yabbering away. But I appreciate you all chatting anyways. It's nice to interact with people, but I also shouldn't sort of hold up stream for that long. I've got to be. Everyone's got places to be, I'm sure. So what is Spanish and actually Real Mist? Oh no. Anyway, right, yeah, so we will be back Friday with Outcast. Like I said, not much of that left to do. We'll take it from there after that. Whenever that happens to finish, 2-3 weeks maybe. Yeah. Oh, blimey. It's looking to be a hot week this week if you are in the UK. It's going to get sort of peak temperatures somewhere around about the weekend. Sunday, I believe, is going to be the hottest so far. Maybe not like spiking, but, warm. Here in a minute, don't worry. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, look after yourselves, everybody. Try not to let your consoles overheat. Remember, they all have an upper working temperature. Enjoy the AC you pay for. Yeah, that's fair enough. Actually, I meant to ask you how the air quality is looking in where you are, DD, because I completely forgot that was a thing. Sorry, but 25 millimeters of rain tomorrow. Oh. Drink plenty. Water if you must. Well, I always drink water. There's tons of it. Not maybe plenty. I should do that more. And have nothing better. Gone yellow again. Oh, that's good. That's good. It hasn't gone for yellow. Good. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, right. I'm going to sign off before Jesus, sorry. Apologies, everybody. Chatting away too long. I like chatting to you, but, I've been saying goodbye for like 5 minutes. I'm just as bad on the phone sometimes. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you again. We shall sign out, and we shall be back Friday and sometime early next week with more of Syberia. All right. Take care, everybody. See you later, all. Thank you very much for popping by. This is where I hope I transfer, and I haven't done something stupid with the sound effects because I've been mucking around with the system. So yeah, take care, everybody. Bye. See you later. Hasta luego and all that jazz. Bye, everybody. Bye.